Term, there'll always be pressure, more pressure on LeBron because he's what he's trying to achieve. But this year is Kyrie because Kyrie asked to leave. He wanted to get out from under the shadow, which is LeBron James. He wanted to be the shepherd of his own flock. So to justify that, he's under immense pressure. He's gone to the last 3 NBA finals with arguably the best player playing today on a top 4.
You were going to say arguably the greatest player in the history of basketball, right? You
Yeah,
almost said it.
he right there.
But then you caught yourself because you remember about that ghost in Chicago. But
well, right, Skip, I keep telling you, if you're facing Mount Rushmore, he's in the 2 slot.
Oh, okay.
He tried to get on to the 1, but you know, you gonna do like he's supposed to this year.
Yeah.
Might have to get my architect to go ahead and start chiseling away on that old front spot. Kyrie is gonna be asked to do a lot because not only being a leader is more than scoring points. We know Kyrie can get buckets, but he's gonna have to lead this team. If this team is to be who Brad Stevens and what the Celtics fans think they can be, Kyrie Irving's gonna be at the forefront. He's under immense pressure. I don't know if he's never been under this kind of pressure. Going to Cleveland as the #1 overall draft pick, they were rebuilding. LeBron had gone. There was no expectations. There's expectations now. The expectation is you or the Cavs. So by you making this move, you're saying, you know what? We've changed the dynamic of power. The Celtics should be the favorite. We should be playing in the finals. So with that being said, Skip, he's under more pressure than LeBron. Long term, it's LeBron, but for this year, it's Kyrie Irving.
I believe Kyrie Irving is under 10 times more pressure right now than LeBron James is. Because you like to talk about narratives. The media builds in these narratives. Well, think of the LeBron narrative this year. It's amazing how well he's playing in year 15 because he's an aging basketball player. And look at him now. He's playing maybe the best he's ever played. Well, that's a pass built in. Like if he had a bad second half, nobody would care. He's in his 15th season. He's still got Dwayne. He's still got Kevin Love. You're adding Isaiah Thomas. Nobody, and it's over with Michael Jordan. Nobody expects
it's not.
Well, he's not going to catch him. He's what, 3 and what is he now?
Don't worry about what he is. He can still catch it.
Okay, so Michael Jordan
3 and 5,
6-0 in the finals with 6 MVPs. That's over. Maybe he can catch him statistically, but nobody's measuring LeBron day after day. Is he catching him? Is he catching him? Nobody cares. Nobody's watching that closely. LeBron's doing just fine, and the pressure is off. The all-time pressure is off LeBron.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. So, Kyrie, I'm going to say this again. It was similar to what Durant did with Westbrook. Kyrie got tired. I got this from a source very close to Kyrie, and I'm going to say it again because I also had a source very close to Kevin, and I was ahead of that about 3 years before. I was saying Kevin doesn't enjoy playing with Russell Westbrook. Kyrie in the end, didn't enjoy playing with all things LeBron on and off the floor. He didn't like the fact that LeBron seemed to care more about stats and sort of
He didn't like LeBron had more control than him.
That's true. That's true. So in the end, he had the guts to say, you know what? I want my own team. And he had the bigger guts to say, yeah, I'll accept that deal. I'll go to Boston. I'll stay in the East. I'll take on the king head-to-head. I'll take him on. And I will commit. He hasn't done it in contract form, but I think he's given his word to Boston that he's there for the duration. And if he is, man, it's going to be great for us because we're going to get to see Kyrie and LeBron go head-to-head in a whole bunch of playoff games that really, really matter. This one tonight matters a little bit just because it's interesting to see where they are in their 2 careers in their new stages with their new teams. But, hey, wait until we get to May, and we'll see.
Through the prism, Kyrie viewed himself as LeBron's equal. And he saw LeBron get privileges that no one else got. And he gets it. You know, Shump shouldn't get, and JR and some of the other guys. He's like, but hold on, wait a minute. I'm his equal. LeBron got his boys working here. They got a carte blanche service. I want it also. He couldn't get. Skip, that's how it works. And forget all about, he got tired of LeBron and LeBron triple-double, LeBron cared about stats. Everybody wants stats. You want to justify your place. You don't get to justify your place if you don't put compile stats. This was about a power struggle. And the power that Bron welded within that organization that Kyrie felt that he deserved at this point in time in his career.
And both of them, they sacrificed for each other.
Yes.
And they did pretty well together.
Yes.
Which is why most national commentators are saying, Kyrie, what are you doing? How could you leave that guy? Isn't that the narrative?
Yes.
Right.
Because we saw it with Magic. Magic was with Kareem, and you're like, well, hold on. This Kareem, he got all these MVPs. They're like, man, I'm trying to win titles. But Kyrie feels that, Skip, he's never going to get the credit that he deserves as long as he's playing second fiddle to LeBron, no matter how many titles they win. Because Kobe doesn't get the credit that he deserves for the first 3 that he did for the second 2 because Shaq carries so much weight. Kyrie, who's his mentor? Who's the guy that he calls? Who's the guy that he looks to for information? Is one Kobe Bryant. So he says, in order for me to be the Kyrie Irving and to me to garner attention without LeBron, I got to be without LeBron.
Okay.
So I got to have my own house, let LeBron keep his house. I'm moving on.
That is correct. And just to be fair, Kyrie had an awful break that was actually suffered by one Gordon Hayward in game number 1 at Cleveland because, remember, they had to give up Boston a lot of their depth because they don't have much of a bench left. It's the worst shooting bench in basketball just to get Gordon Hayward and Kyrie under the cap.
Right.
So now Kyrie's stuck with no Gordon Hayward. He might come back for the playoffs, but it probably won't. But he's stuck with no Gordon Hayward and no bench.
Yeah. The thing is, Skip, because Boston's starting 5 is better this year, but their bench was better last year because you had an Avery Bradley, you had Jaylen Brown, you had Mark. Now, they got Morris. They got one of the Morris twins who made some big shots down the stretch against the Rockets and that come from behind win. And so he's a rugged competitor. He will fight tooth and nail. They'll throw a big body like him at LeBron. They'll throw Jaylen Brown. They'll put Marcus Smart. They're not deep, but they're ultra talented. They're 5. They might not go but 7 or 8 deep, but those 7 or 8 are ultra talented.
And they will defend you.
But when you got LeBron.
I don't know. And you know what? You're right. You make the point. Who defends LeBron? I don't know.
When you that guy, you walk on. I mean, you have a flood, you just walk on water, Skip. They ain't got nobody no defense for him.
Unless you have Kawhi Leonard, then you got to
don't do that, Skip.
Take him right out of the game.
No, Skip, don't do that. Do you remember that Game 7? Game 7, what he did to Kawhi? Put it at 18 foot. Joe, you remember that thing was pretty what the Joe. You right there.
You realize Kawhi was 18 years old.
Don't do that,
and
Skip.
And missed a free throw that had lost the Game 6. Yep, he did.
Did I need to perform the Heimlich?
No. No, but you know who you didn't need to perform the Heimlich on? Was Ray Allen.
Don't do that,
Made the
Skip.
greatest clutch shot ever and saved LeBron's legacy.
Skip.
Get those ropes out of here. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.